Flood Protection Secrets, the podcast to the protection against heavy rain and flooding, by Dr. Flood, Andreas Klippe.
Here we are again. Welcome back to Flood Protection Secrets. Today is the final part 7. We are closing the curtain on our mini-series Cut Costs with Smart Flood Protection Planning, but not before we revisit the most important lessons we have uncovered together. This isn't just a recap, it's a roadmap, a checklist, a strategic guide. It's your chance to reflect, reframe, and take real action. Because whether you are a private homeowner, a business manager, or governmental official, you now have the tools to plan smarter, save money, and most importantly, stay dry. Let's walk through each step again and finish strong. So part 1, now know what you are protecting. We discovered the flood protection is never one size fits all. Private homes need simple yet effective protection for a few openings. Commercial sites need to balance protection with operations. Public buildings must stay accessible and functional under all conditions. Outdoor areas need perimeter protection or redirection. We also learned you can protect what you don't understand, and knowing your vulnerable points is step 1. We also examined the types of vulnerable openings: doors, windows, pipes, light wells, drainage systems, each needing its own tailored solution. That was part 1, know what you are protecting. Part 2, don't wait for disaster. We met the people behind the panic calls and families who lost memories, companies that lost millions, and the reality: most flood barrier purchases happen after the first big flood, and that's when costs skyrocket, cleanup, downtime, ruined inventory. The message: don't be that call, be the planner, not the panicker. My key message is: reaction costs more than preparing. That was part 2, don't wait for disaster. Part 3, don't fall for sheep. We ripped off the label on sheep flood protection. Sheep barriers may look good in brochures, but they fail when you need them most. We explained the difference between quality tested systems and shiny junk. We asked, would you trust a plane without certified safety standards? Then why trust your home or business to untested barriers? We further discussed weak materials, uncertified systems, lack of proper testing. The keyword was no hydrostatic tests, no impact resistance, all these kind of things. The bottom line is sheep barriers are expensive when they fail. That was part 3, don't fall for sheep, and part 4, 3 truths to cut costs. We gave you 3 pieces of advice that can save thousands. Advice number 1. And truth number 1 to cut costs: use tested flood barriers with real certifications, like those with FM Global Class 2510. Piece number 2, second truth to cut costs, advice number 2, visit the supplier, see how they work and what they build. And truth number 3, advice number 3, never buy without a plan. Guesswork is not a strategy. Planning isn't a luxury. It is your insurance policy. That is really very important. That is why I always repeat it. That was part 4, 3 truths to cut costs, and part 5, why most projects fail. In part 5, we revealed the most common reasons flood mitigation projects go wrong. Underestimating complexity, choosing the wrong technology, forgetting the key steps, running out of time or money, getting flooded before the project is done. It was a reminder that poor preparation leads to internal pressure, external failure, and public embarrassment. We told you success starts with realistic expectations, expert advice, and a clear strategy. That was presented in part 5, why most projects fail. And in part 6, choose the right plan for you. we introduced the RS initial consultation, how I call it. A small investment for a massive head start, transparent steps, tested technology, and a clear path forward. We explored the 4 most common project scenarios. So you can decide now to which group do you belong. Group number 1, you know exactly what you need. Go for a technical inspection. Group number 2, you're choosing between a few good options. Go for a technical inspection. Group number 3, you know that you need to protect but not where and how. Go for an engineering assessment. And group number 4, big sites, big risks, big decisions. You go for an initial project planning. So you discovered the RS Flood Protection Initial Consultation, a service designed to guide you through the early stages with clarity, confidence, and a strategy that actually works. So, which are the key takeaways from this this mini series? Cut costs with smart flood protection planning. That is, where are my key takeaways? That is the checklist to cut costs and build smarter flood protection. Protecting buildings is not a shopping trip, it's engineering. Second, use certified flood protection systems only. Third, avoid cheap solutions, they cost more in the end. 4, get expert help to choose the right technology. 5, a technical inspection or engineering assessment is not a luxury, it's a necessity. What was it? That was 2, 4, 5, then comes number 6, plan early, don't wait for disaster. 7, start with a professional consultation and proper engineering. 8, never skip project planning, especially for larger sites. And 9, you don't just buy flood barriers, you invest in safety, continuity, and peace of mind. And as in most of the times, I give you a golden nugget, and I will do so today because you stayed for such a long time with me, listening to this mini-series, Cut Costs with Smart Flood Protection Planning, part 1 to 7. My golden nugget for today is the only thing more expensive than good flood protection is bad flood protection. So, it sounds easy, right? The only thing more expensive than good flood protection is bad flood protection. So that is why plan smart, start now, sleep better. Yeah, thank you for joining this special series of flood protection secrets. If this mini-series has helped you feel more confident and informed about flood protection, subscribe to Flood Protection Secrets and share it with someone who might need it or who still thinks flood protection is too expensive. Need help getting started? Reach out to the flood experts at our Asian headquarters in the Philippines or contact me directly wherever I am in the world. Just Google Andreas Klippe. You'll find the links in this description, and at the end, I just have to finalize this series with stay safe and flood free. I wish and hope for you that you make the right decisions when it comes to your personal flood protection. And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to this podcast channel if you haven't already. Now it only remains for me to wish you a good day. Do something with it. Maybe until the next podcast episode. I would be very happy. See you then. As always, stay safe and flood free. Your Andreas Klippe and the whole Flood Experts team.
That's it again with a new episode of Flood Protection Secrets, the podcast by Dr. Flood Andreas Klippe, German engineer, book author, and head of the Flood Experts. What can Dr. Flood Andreas Klippe protect for you? Anytime? Worldwide? Contact us or just click through to www.thefloodexperts.de/bonus. Detailed engineering, German quality, safe. Flood protection secrets. The secrets you'll want to unfold.
Don't forget, you're only one flood barrier away.
Subscribe to the season, and you'll never be late for an episode.